Navigation light violations sink more boats than you'd expect, and the Coast Guard's 2024 data shows exactly why inadequate lighting contributed to 16 incidents, 7 deaths, and 13 injuries last year alone. Most boaters don't realize those red and green lights aren't decorative. They're a sophisticated communication system that's been preventing collisions for over 100 years. The Coast Guard verified 3,887 boating incidents in 2024, resulting in 556 deaths and 2,170 injuries. While the overall fatality rate has dropped dramatically since 1971, from 20.6 deaths per 100,000 registered vessels to just 4.8 today, navigation light failures remain a persistent and dangerous problem. The system itself is brilliantly simple, but execution is where everything goes wrong. Red on port, green on starboard. Port means you must give way. Green means I will give way, you must stand on. This isn't random. It's a carefully designed traffic control system that tells other boats exactly what you're doing and where you're going in the dark. These rules come from Colreg's Rule 23 for power-driven vessels underway and Rule 22 covering visibility of lighting. Boaters mount lights below the shear line, thinking it looks cleaner or protects the lights from damage. Wrong move. Lights mounted below the shear line cannot meet the vertical sector requirements. They're literally invisible from certain angles, creating blind spots that can kill. Here's another killer mistake. Bass boats with trolling motors that block the navigation lights. You've got your red and green lights properly installed, but when you deploy that trolling motor, you've just created a navigation hazard. Other boats can't see your position or determine right of way. For vessels under 12 meters, your masthead light must be visible for 2 miles, sidelights for 1 mile, and stern light for 2 miles. These aren't suggestions. They're legal requirements with specific arc measurements. Your red and green sidelights must show an unbroken arc of 112.5 degrees, from dead ahead to 22.5 degrees abaft the beam. Your masthead light covers 225 degrees, and your stern light covers 135 degrees. Miss any of these arcs, and you're not just violating regulations, you're creating a collision hazard. The LED revolution has created a whole new category of problems. LED lights are fantastic. They're brighter, last longer, and use less power. Manufacturers are flooding the market with LED navigation lights that don't meet certification requirements under 33 CFR 183.810. They're cheaper, so uninformed buyers snap them up, not realizing they're installing illegal lighting. The decorative lighting trend is making things worse. Boaters love to light up their vessels like Christmas trees, but despite the trend to illuminate your boat, your lighting configuration may create a navigation hazard for fellow nighttime boaters and could be illegal. You're prohibited from using lights that might be confused for navigation lights, white, green, red, or colors reserved for law enforcement like blue. Instantly. Boats operating with their docking lights on while underway. Boats don't have headlights. Docking lights should only be used close to where you're mooring to ensure safe docking. Using them while running interferes with the dark adaptation and night vision required for safe operation, and washes out your red and green navigation lights, making it impossible for other boaters to determine right of way. Short. But here's what gives me hope. The Coast Guard's 2024 statistics show the lowest fatality rate in more than 50 years. Education works. Proper equipment works. Following the rules works. If you're a boat owner, here's your action plan. First, get a vessel safety check. They're free and non-punitive. If you fail, you get a written report on how to fix the problems, not a citation. Second, buy only certified navigation lights that meet ABY-CA 16 standards and CIE chromaticity requirements. Third, follow manufacturer instructions exactly for mounting and alignment. Fourth, Maintain your lights religiously. Check them before every night. Those red and green lights aren't just pretty colors. They're a language that every boat operator must speak fluently. In the dark, when everything else fails, these lights are the only thing standing between safe passage and catastrophe. Master them, maintain them, and respect them. Your life, and the lives of every other boater on the water, depends on it. Look, 16 incidents, 7 deaths, 13 injuries last year from navigation light failures alone. This isn't about compliance paperwork. It's about not getting killed in the dark. If this breakdown saved you from making a fatal navigation light mistake, subscribe to the Marine Ledger. I dig into the technical regulations and Coast Guard data every week so you understand exactly what's required and why it matters. Hit the like button if you learned something about navigation lights you didn't know before. And here's my question for the comments. Have you checked your navigation lights recently? When's the last time you verified your arcs and mounting height? Be honest. Stay safe, stay legal, and I'll see you on the water.